in your weight class. Don't talk, act. Don't say, show. Don't promise, prove. Let me give you, and I'm going to give you that Facebook status again. Don't talk, act. Don't say, show. Don't promise, prove. Y'all can write that down on Facebook. If you got to prove yourself with your wrong deeds as a vile and with an ugly figure, make sure that no one will ever respect you or you command any honor except your own kind, because you're going to be what you actually attract. You hear what I just said? You are what it is that you attract. And God is getting ready to show you that I'm no longer going to have you in a place of people where he wants you to be in a place of dominion. All right. I'm almost where I need to be. All right. Without a lie, the truth has no way to prove itself. Did y'all hear me? Okay. There we go. I'm moving on. I'm moving on like the songwriter say. I'm moving on. All right. So I said we got persecution and proving yourself. Here's the next season. I'm about to get kicked out the club right here. You're going to always live through a season when you're going to have some disloyal people around you. Somebody need to type right there. Oh, here it is. Disloyalty is running rapid, not just in the body of Christ, but in the natural as well. Chris Brown wrote a song years ago that said they ain't loyal. And some people in your life right now, they're not loyal to you. If you want to know if they're loyal to you, judge the relationship when there's conflict. Quit judging all these relationships when y'all all, I love you. You the best thing that ever happened to me. I love you and I need you in my life. And you my best friend and you this and you that. All wait till they get mad at you. Let me tell you what I found out. People tell you how they feel about you when they mad and when they drunk. True or false? Somebody say, matter of fact, blink once for yes, blink two for no if I'm lying. Some of you right now, you got to judge relationships when there's conflict. You want to know some loyal people in your life, they still going to rock with you even when they ain't feeling you. They know you lying and they still standing with you. They got to check you and chin check you and put you on the carpet, but they're going to say, I'm still going to rock with you in spite of, not because of. Y'all ain't talking to me right here. Trust, because once it's lost, sometimes it can never be found again. Sometimes never even in a lifetime. You can't tell me I hate a liar, but you full of lies. Oh, I wasn't there. The screenshot shows me you were. Oh, I didn't talk to them. The Snapchat says you were. Yeah, don't worry about it. See, the secret is that there is no reward, and we have to endure our characters and our natures. Because no amount of experience or insight is going to rectify your deficiencies. I want you to please understand me. Sometimes your dearest friend, who you revere most in your life and most of your secrets too, will become so deadly and unfriendly without you even knowing that they was never your friend in the first place. Let me give you a word of warning. Some people are around you so that they can gather intel about you. There is leaven in the camp. Somebody might want to write this down and put this on Facebook. You need to watch the people you are around because there's leaven in your camp. I'm hearing right now while I'm talking, this is confirmation. There is people that are getting attached to your people so they can find out information about you, so they can hear some stuff about you to later use it up against you. And hear me, they hearing all the conversation and get right on the phone with you, won't say nothing, laugh and smile in your face, know a whole bunch of stuff. They just not loyal. They're not loyal. Infidelity is the opium of unfaithfulness. You might want to write that down right there. Infidelity is the opium of unfaithfulness. Y'all ain't ready for me. Sometimes in life, we have got to experience the solitude that I talked about last night and baseless accusations of people, the betrayal and the misunderstanding of trusted and loyal ones, the great judgment and the suggestions of what they know that you should be doing better. But some of us right now, we don't have no good food for thought simply because we are going into a place of a world that now we don't have no tenacity. We have got too many people that don't understand the real rule of cheating. Let me say it to you right now. It's still cheating even if nobody comes. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for me tonight. And when you think these kind of thoughts or feelings or these kinds of feelings, it's more than disloyalty. It's downright treacherous. And I'm telling you, you got a bunch of traitors around you. They will be with you until you tell them no. They'll say they rocking with you until the moment you don't give them what they want. And they'll rise up against you. They'll tell you what they're going to do. They'll tell you the army that they're going to take because they've been scheming. They've been plotting. They've been coming up. They've been just waiting for the right moment to do what it is that they need to do. I had to stop certain things in my life. I had to stop certain things in my relationship. I had to say, hear me. I was told you can't even bring up certain names. So when you bring up the name, you start making me break out in hives, because watch this here. They have been detrimental to the relationship. See, if you don't understand that people are destroying you and they're just waiting for the right time, trust me very carefully. They are knowing what they're doing because they're getting a rise out of bringing confusion to the situation. Let me tell you something. My block game is real strong. When I know you are a problem, I go right in and I block you. You hear me very careful. I'm telling you right now. Hear me. I have 497 people waiting to get on this page. I have 742 waiting to get on my other page. I have right now waiting to be accepted into my different groups. I got over 500 and about 4 different groups that I have. Why? Everybody can't be on my page. You know why? Because I don't need a spirit of disarray in my page. The fact that some of you don't even trust your spouse doesn't necessarily mean that they're cheating on you. Matter of fact, you don't even understand what cheating is when you've already cheated in your mind. You ain't saying nothing. That's why the songwriter said, your body is here with me, but my mind is on the other side of town. Y'all ain't listening to me. And that's a bitter truth that some of you don't want to deal with even as human beings, because some of us right now, we have not allowed ourselves to get caught to say, God, I need for you to get me delivered from the spirit of disloyalty. You are disloyal when you are still being connected to people who have hurt the person that you claim that you love. If you still sitting up talking to them, feeling free and liberal and sitting up talking about, oh, that's well and good, you are disloyal. I don't care what you say. If somebody, the Bible said my enemies ought to be your enemies. Now, hear me. I had to grow into a place of maturity. I just think that you can still be friends with people, but you can't let that subject or conversation go out of your mouth about an individual. And sometimes people will stay connected to your enemies. Watch this here, just so they can find out intel and drop them. Don't worry about it. Some of you right now have got to learn who your real friends are. Some of you right now going to bring some confusion into your household. If you are being connected to somebody who blatantly have hurt your spouse or did your spouse wrong or killed your spouse or did some slandering on your spouse, and you feel that it's all right to talk to them, you disloyal to your spouse, and your spouse is watching you be friends with that individual, and your spouse is going to sit up here and say, I can't trust you either. Paul I know, Jesus I know, but who the hell are you? And some of us right now are so jacked up and messed up because we don't understand real loyalty. We don't understand real loyalty. I would rather you tell me and be mad with me than for you to tell me, did not tell me, and I found out that you knew. Don't worry about it. You ain't ready. You're going to have to learn how to develop the wings of loyalty. You're going to have to learn how to fly above some dooms of disappointments. You're going to have to learn that disloyalty has one whistle, and when it's blown, it's going to blow up the whole entire camp. Some of you right now listening to me understand that there is something that we are doing, and we are doing it totally wrong. I shared with a couple today at work. I said there's a difference between having an affair here and having an affair there. Did y'all hear what I just said? There's a difference in having an affair here and having an affair over there. Oh, there's a total difference. Because some of you right now, you're not having an affair from a sexual standpoint. It could be an emotional one. Don't worry about it. Y'all ain't ready for me tonight. Let me keep on moving. Unlike wealth, fame makes it easy for some of you all in here and makes it more difficult for you to think that you can sleep around and think that it's going to be all right. All right. When your pattern change, it lets people know that there's something going on here. Write this down. Here's the Facebook status. I got to get off this point because y'all going to say that I'm fussing. A disloyal friend is no friend. Write that down. A disloyal friend is no friend. You got to learn how to keep your secrets better than when your secret gets into the hands of a person with a slippery, slithering tongue. Are you listening to me? All right. Man, I don't worry about it. I can't really say to y'all what I want to say. But I'll say this. Maybe you're not a suspicious person, but the messenger who conveys your message. And the message that you desire for somebody is really the one that should be distrusted, and they're disloyal. And the reality is they will bring your credibility into doubt. So you need to choose you some messengers who is fair, who is well trusted, and will not add on their 2 cents to what it is that you're trying to say. Y'all quiet up in here. I'm getting off of it. I'm getting off of it. Okay, I'm getting off of it. Okay, I got 4 more and I got to ride. Okay, you're gonna go through a season not only of just disloyalty, but you're gonna also go through a season of injustice. You're gonna go through a season of injustice. You're going to go through a season of injustice. Those who can make you believe the most absurd things can make you also commit atrocities. Dr. King says something that I'll never forget. And he said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. People don't always get what they deserve in this world. They don't. And let me help you, men and women of God. You cannot be freed by the same injustice that enslaved it. Okay? Not going to work for you. I'm going to be pro-black right here. I know y'all going to say that I'm on my pro-black moment here. If you're not careful, your injustice will take you into a place of rage. And your rage, whether it's in the social injustice, or whether it's your own leader's insanity, or whatever is harming you, it is a powerful energy more than it is a diligent practice to move into a place of compassion. Can I say this? I'm a person who walked around for years with the spirit of unhappiness with things as they stood at certain times. Because there's some things about this world that I just still have a hard time embracing. And there have been times when I woke up foaming at the mouth because of the injustice of some stuff. I'll never forget when 45 came and he went down to Puerto Rico and Mexico, wherever he went, and we went down there and he was passing out 1 roll of paper towels like Oprah was passing out cars. And that man said, the storm is coming. We told you to get out. And he said, good luck. Injustice. And every time a man stands up trying to act to improve for people, they always seem to strike out for the injustice, which sends a ripple effect that causes pain and causes us into the place where we jacked up. It is my duty as a human being sometimes to be totally upset with some things that I say. Let me tell you something. The church is supposed to be the backbone to the community. I'm going to say it again. The church is to be the backbone to the community. And if you want to know why our churches ain't right, because our houses ain't right. I remember my job was to go to school, and my parents went to the PTO meeting. Back then, it was called Parent Teacher Association. PTA is what it was called when I was in school. Now it's the PTO, and then they got all these other names and all these other foundational names for it. And hear me, the ones showing up for the PTO meetings are no longer the parents. It's the grandparents or the great-grandparents. Because now the parents are now 12, and now grandmama 24, great-grandmama at 36. Okay? So do not make the mistake of thinking that you have to agree with people and their beliefs to defend them from their own injustice. And the problem with a lot of us is that we keep crushing people to the earth, and then we try to claim to be right by trampling on them. When God yet said that we got to stop being so fickle and being so unpatriotic to be what he's called for us to be. You got to stop using thought as your only authority about injustice. You got to stop doing that, and you got to learn how to employ your speech to conceal your thoughts in times like this. You got to do that. Okay? 3 more. You're going to also go through a season, and this is probably where Robbie Peters is. Out of all the ones that I gave you, I think I'm at season number 12. Here it is. I hope you're ready for it. The season of isolation. I think that's where I am. I don't know. Now, out of all of these that I've given, I want you to type on the screen. Are you in a season of affliction, solitude, warfare, suffering, ignorance, carnal desire,